Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am Sheraldin Brave, and it's so good to be with you and to have you in the house. This has been a very interesting week. It's been an interesting 24 hours, a very good one for me, and I hope the same for you. And I have, I think, about 3 pieces today. I just completed one at the very last minute after I actually got a video message from a friend of mine in Colorado, so I will share that with you all a little bit later. Freddie, good to see you, my brother. Kit, there you are. Jeffrey, I'm so glad you're here because I got something special for you and Elijah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Good, Elijah's on, and so what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and get out of this so that I will not be interrupted. All right, good. Wow, I'm excited. I'm really excited. So, because Elijah is on, I'm going to get started with his piece. So, Elijah is the son of a friend of mine out in Colorado. He's already the CEO of his own company. I think that, Jeff, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that, is Elijah 8 years old yet? You know, I'm not sure of his age, but Jeff has been doing these videos of Elijah in his entrepreneurial pursuit. And so a title came up about bees flying. And Jeff shared with him that maybe, or shared with me during the video that maybe I could do a poem on bees flying because Elijah made a point of saying that was one of the things he was doing, and I see it pretty much as a meditative moment in his greatness as he's pursuing his goal as an entrepreneur. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Elijah, I understand that you're sitting there, so I'm going to go ahead and read your poem, all right? And it's entitled, let me make sure I have that right because I had to actually rewrite it at the last minute. Watch the bees fly. Have you ever watched a bumblebee as it takes off and flies? Theoretically, it should not be able to because of its relative wing size. But the bumblebee is special. The bumblebee is unique. It flies because it doesn't consider anyone else's critique. You too must go on and chart your very course. The bumblebee knows its mission, and you know your power source. So thank you so much, Elijah, for what you bring to the world as far as your entrepreneurial pursuit, because as I listen to your videos, I learned so much as an entrepreneur myself. And so thank you, Jeff, for reaching out to me. I just read the message in the last probably 15 minutes, and because I was going to check your message after the video that I'm doing, and something said get up and check the message now, and I'm so glad I did. So it gave me an opportunity to pin this piece. It will be on the video, so you can copy and paste it and print it out for Elijah after the video. So again, thank you, Elijah Vargas. Thank you, Jeff Vargas. Thank you, the entire Vargas family, for who you all are in my life. Thank you. So let's get to our 4-liner. It's entitled Easier Said Than Done. We tend to look for love in all the wrong places. Let's first look at hearts instead of bodies and faces. Again, we tend to look for love in all the wrong places. Let's first look at hearts instead of bodies and faces. Easier said than done. All right, so I think I shared with you all last week that pretty much I've shared everything that I was going to share from What Will I Tell My Children? And I shared pretty much everything I wanted to share from what was then entitled Love Notes. And so I'm kind of drafted now to create new pieces. And so luckily I got at least one idea at work yesterday for a poem, and another one this morning. And again, Elijah, thank you for creating the space for me to create a third piece to share with my audience. So, this particular piece is called The Keeping. This is a new one. Keep your hands on me, for I do tend to stray. I let all sorts of thoughts gather and get in my way. Keep your eyes on me, watching me as I go. For wherever I find myself, your spirit I hope to show. Keep your spirit in me, for I am eternally your child. Guide me back to your loving arms when I've gone astray and acting wild. Keep your breath in me as I struggle to correct my pace, to understand that life's unfolding, not some ancient foot race. Keep your love in me, for that I know as truth. Teach me to keep your love in me, for that I know is truth. Teach me to love again willingly, as I once did in my youth. The Keeping. Again, this will also be with the video so that you can read it for yourself, because I didn't do that good of a job. I'll admit that. The next piece is entitled Changed. Changed. I haven't always been kind. I haven't always been sweet, nor generous of spirit to every stranger I meet. I haven't always been honest. I haven't always been clear, nor been available for those who needed me there. I haven't always been firm. I haven't always been open. If you see a positive change in me, that's what I've been hoping. Changed. So listen, thank you so much. Those are the three pieces. I have to give myself some grace here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got new glasses. And these are the progression bifocal. I am still getting used to them. This is my first time actually trying to look up and read at the same time. For any of you who have progressive lens, you know what my struggle is, and so, but I can't keep putting it off. I had to finally take the plunge and go there. So bear with me. It's actually fun learning how to. I'm not trying to walk in them now. I've already been warned about that, so I'm giving myself 10 days. I still have my other pair of distance for driving in my readers, but I don't use the readers anymore. So that's enough being said about that. And I want to share with you. This has been one of the most fabulous 24 hours, and I wanted to reach out to my family. We had the blessing of my second cousin, Jacob Pyatt. King went down to South Carolina. He visited his great aunts, his grandmother's sisters, and it was a very special moment. Even though I was not there, I stayed in contact with my cousins, especially my cousin Moniz, who helped facilitate all of this. And Jacob is the son of my first cousin Vincent, who made his transition in the late 90s. Vincent was an only child, and for us, for Vincent, Jacob is an only child. And to see him, and for my mother and her sisters to get to spend that time with him, just was a fabulous time for our family. So keep him in your prayers as he's traveling out of state now to settle in his new home, his new destination. So Jacob, I thank you so much for being so willing and making your great aunt so happy on yesterday to spend that time with you. All right. I think that's pretty much all I have. I've covered Elijah, I've covered Jacob, and I just want to say to you all during this the pandemic is to stay vigilant. Oh my gosh, I'm really messing it up today, but that's all good. I'm still in a good place. But be on your P's and Q's. Stay safe. Be yourself. And right now I know that a lot of the students are getting ready to go back to school, and this is a trying time for parents to know that I keep you in my thoughts and keep you in my prayers. All right. So listen, as I say every week, you can also find this video uploaded on YouTube and on Instagram. So for those people who are not on Facebook, please feel free to share it with them on those outlets. All right. So Anthony Davis, thank you so much. Kevin James, I see you, my brother. I always appreciate hearing from you after the video. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jeff and Elijah, so much again. So listen, I'm going to have to run because you know that I pretty much do this and then I have to get prepared for my overnight shift. But I am so happy to have spent this time with you all. Again, there's a lot going on in the world, but I want you to be mindful of what's going on in your heart and in your head. You take care of those two things, and I promise you, what else is going on in the world won't affect you like it would affect those others who aren't taking control of their heart and their heads. All right. So I am Sheraldon Brave. I will see you on next week, Wednesday, and it's always good to be with you. I love you. There's nothing that you can do about it. The universe will not support you in anything but accepting my love and receiving it, and I receiving yours. So until next week, and before I go, I wanted to see thank you. Sultan, I see you. Freddie, thank you so much. And who I have, Pearson, thank you so much. So you guys go ahead and have yourself a great rest of the week, and I will see you on next week, Wednesday. All right, bye now.